So for people who don't know who Miss Shana Mangatal, got it right, who she is, she's a close friend of Michael's. You know, she used to work with him for many years. You know, she's Team Michael. You know, she got a book out called Michael and Me, and it
Thank
talks
you.
about. I know I ain't gonna lie, I haven't read the book yet, but I want to read it because everybody been telling me to read it. I know like I need to read it, but I don't read as much as I should anyway. I need a video. I need a documentary. You
I have an audiobook. You can listen to my
got an
audiobook.
audiobook?
Yeah.
See, all right, but now I'm gonna do my homework, and I'm gonna download the audiobook, and I'm gonna read
Okay.
this while I'm editing my videos on After Effects. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook and hear all the juicy tea and all the cool stories.
And if you go to audible.com, you can actually get it for free. They have this thing where if you just sign up with them, you can instantly download a free book.
Audible.com?
Yeah.
You got Amazon Prime?
No, no. I might have.
Come on, son.
I might have
I got you,
Amazon.
I got you, I got you.
We gonna get it. But I mean, I wanted to support. All that stuff takes time. How many pages is it?
It's like,
Audiobooks,
220 pages or something. It's a
That's
quick
a lot
read.
of pages.
You'll be interested. It'll be stuff that you'll want to read about.
Right. Now I'm gonna ask a couple questions. Now I don't want to
Did you see
get into
did you see me in the
spoilers.
Ghost video? I was in his Ghost short film.
Yeah,
Did you see
yo,
that?
you were in a you've been in a lot of films, like, and I've been watching your Instagram, like, yo, she was in House Party.
She was in House Party?
She was in House Party. She's one of the girls that was in the car with Play.
What?
Light skinned girl. She was in what was that? You was in Family Matters. Like, she's on Family Matters with Steve Urkel, bro.
Official.
Yo, I'm like, yo, and I've seen all these shows, and I've seen you in all the shows, but I didn't know like who it was. You know what I'm saying? They don't, tell you off the bat. Like, whole time you've been in here doing your thing for like a long time. So,
Man.
it's what's up.
Before you were born.
I know, like before I was even born, she was out here hustling. That's dope. That's crazy. Now, question, when did you start working with Mike? Like what year was officially? If you can answer these questions, I don't want to spoil anything in the book.
No, I started working for his manager. I think it was 1991. He was actually in the studio recording the Dangerous album. So it was before Dangerous.
In 91?
Yeah, it was 91. Yep.
And he was still recording it. I thought it came out in 91, didn't it? Or 92?
Let's see. I think it came out November 1st, 1991, perhaps. And I think I started there in like March of that year. So I was there maybe about like 6 months before the album came out.
Damn, that must have been a hell of an experience, huh?
It was so exciting because that Dangerous album, he made so many appearances and filmed so many videos, and it was just. He was really at the height of his most prolific time as far as the stuff that he was doing. And it was exciting. I was young, and those were exciting times.
How old were you back then?
Well, I was about 21. Yeah, maybe 20. I think I was 20 when I was 20 when I started.
Super young. You was a baby.
You still look young.
Yeah, I was.
Right. All these years, you look younger than me and shit. Like, I'm jealous. I need to take whatever vitamins you got. I gotta show it to my whole family. We all gotta live. We gotta look like we're 25 forever.
I was 20 and you weren't even born yet. This is
well, I was 90. I was born in 1991. Actually, I was born in January 1991.
Get out! So you were born that year. So I started Sandy Gallen's office, Michael's manager, the year you were born. That's just.
Because if it wasn't me being born, you wouldn't have a job. I bless you. The globe blessed you. You can thank me later. Come on, kitty cat. I didn't even know you was here. You trying to turn into a White Panther? It's like, no. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, so all the American Music Awards, the Grammys, all of that we did as his manager.
You was there?
Yeah, I went to all those, and we also put those together.
The one in 85? I'm 84?
No, 90.
I'm about to say, damn, you said the Joni had this one on. I was like, hold up, cuz.
I'm not that old. Well, I was alive in the 80s, but I was a teenager.
No, I thought you had like the clout, whatever, to get down to the show. Like, you might have had like, some rich friends, you know what I mean, take you down to the American Music Awards and shit. I'd have definitely. I wish I had some rich friends, huh?
Well, I did go to the premiere of Captain EO at Disneyland, which was 1986. That was
Oh, I've
fun.
seen that.
Yeah.
And they took Captain EO down, huh?
They did. Yeah, which is sad. Did you ever get to see it when it was at Disney World?
No, I didn't. I never got to go over there. I'm so pissed. I wanted to go. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite short films he did.
It was awesome in 3D too. Did you get to see Thriller 3D this week?
Yo, I seen Thriller. We all know we're gonna see it, but we didn't see it in 3D. It was all because the 3D machine was all messed up. So we just watched it in HD. Pissed off.
God, that's awful.
I know, but yeah, it was still dope to watch. You know, MJ crystal clear though, because I mean 3D. It kind of messes my eyes up a little bit. If it ain't like virtual reality, then I don't really care anyway. But the HD version was so clean. Like you could see like his little edges and you know his little makeup, you can see a little dent he got on the side of his cheek. I was like, damn, this is really clear. He was all young and smooth. I was like, that's Michael Jackson
like
right
your
there.
age. He was younger than you.
Younger than me. He was what 24. 24,
Wow.
yep.
Yeah.
No, it's 83. He was 20. Yeah, it was because that was shot in what, August? No, I'm lying. When was Thriller shot?
You know the month it was shot?
Yeah, when was it shot? In September, right?
How do you know this?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know?
Oh, I don't know when Thriller was.
Oh,
shot.
I know it was. I know it was after the Motown 25.
Ghost was shot, but not Thriller.
Yeah, I know it was shot sometime after Motown 25. I watched the whole, you know, making of Thriller. So I know it was like during the summertime, I think. Yeah, so he was like maybe going on 25. He was young.
Yeah.
Young little Mike.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He was such a cutie.
Right.
So what is your favorite video or skit that you've done that is on your YouTube channel? Like which one do you like the most?
My favorite skit?
Mm-hmm. Or video. Or song.
My favorite video that we done, damn. I don't know the answer to that. We got so many videos now. I'd say one of my favorite videos. I mean, the all-time classic is Neverland Dungeon. That Michael Jackson was a mumble rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's the classic. That's the most viewed video I got on my page.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, it got 5 million views. That one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's the highest one we did.
Has she seen the Fresh Prince one you did? Because she was in Fresh Prince.
Right. You was in Fresh Prince too?
She was in Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What part did you play in Fresh Prince?
It was the episode where they were like backstage at a concert and they mistook Uncle Phil for Heavy D or something.
Oh,
and I was walking by backstage and Alfonso Ribeiro like went chasing after me. I posted it on my.
I remember that. That's crazy. That was you too. Yeah, that's fire, man. Like you really were in like all these sitcoms. Everything. So you was basically like the eye candy, because that's what it seemed like. Every role you had was like an eye candy role.
I know. I hated that. Like I always got cast as like the sexy girl next door. Like I wanted to be, to do like better, more substantial parts, but I always got cast as those roles. So it got a little tiring after a while because they always wanted you to wear like some sort of skimpy outfit and you get sick of that after a while. But
at least Michael, he put you in Ghost and you played like a normal person.
A girl next door, yeah, like a long skirt, and we were like supposed to be very normal, plain Jane people, and Michael as the maestro, he was the like outsider, the weirdo. We were supposed to be like totally normal, and that's why we didn't want him in our town because he was different.
That sounds like Michael Jackson's whole story. Whole life story. You're the weirdo.
That's why he loved Ghost so much, because it is his life story and it's his baby. And if you watch it, it's really deep. The mayor was the really the embodiment of all the people who were calling him names and accusing him of things. And it was amazing to see him being that person, playing that person, saying those names to himself, and be right there and witness him calling himself a weirdo and freak boy and all this stuff.
Damn.
It was really deep.
Damn, that's gotta be now. You say it like that because, like, I mean, of course we see the video, we see the making of it, but now you put it in that perspective, of, like, you know what I'm saying, you know Michael, you seeing him, you know how he felt about everything that was been said about him, and then you see him, you know, acting out there. That's gotta like hit somewhere deep. Like, that's
Exactly.
crazy, man.
We also have
And
a scene where he dies. You know, like I'm standing right next to Michael as the mayor, and in front of us is like a dummy of Michael. So he and I are looking at a Michael dummy dead. And so I turned to him, and because it was kind of awkward, here's Michael laying in front of us dead, and here is the real Michael next to me as the mayor. And I said, "Oh, you're dead." And I instantly like felt like awful saying that, because he looked at me and he did not say a word. Like he was like freaked out by seeing it himself, and I thought he was going to laugh, because he laughed really easily at anything that I
right,
said. He didn't laugh. He just, like, you know,
man,
looked away and was really sad, like looking at himself laying there dead, basically. And I felt like so embarrassed for saying that.
right. And then, you know, damn near 10 years later, or what, 12 years later. When did y'all shoot that? 97,
96.
94,
Yeah.
96.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies a couple years. Well, like what, 13 years
13
later.
years.
Sucks,
Yeah,
man.
I
But at
know.
least you
And
got the, you
10
know,
years after that, was pretty much the last time I saw him. We were together on New Year's Eve in Vegas. Exactly 10 years, because it was like it was actually turning into 2007, and the first thing he started talking about was filming Ghosts, and he remembered all the scenes, all the lines, and he was like, "Didn't we have so much fun filming Ghosts?" And that was like his happy place. So even 10 years after we filmed it, he was still remembering, you know, all of the fun that we had on that set.
that's amazing, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can buy things and you can sell things, but you can't buy memories like that, you know? So
Yeah.
that's a one lifetime opportunity, and you got to work with the greatest.
Yeah, and to watch him dance, that
Right.
was, I mean, not only acting with him, he was, you know, he wasn't all that experienced as an actor, so he was just as sort of a beginner as the rest of us. So he really brought himself down and didn't have an ego when we were acting in scenes.
Right.
But when he started dancing, that was when he became Michael Jackson. He
Right.
just turned on like that, just in the blink of an eye. One moment he was standing next to me laughing about something, and then as soon as the music started playing and the camera started rolling, he turned into the king of pop. It was amazing to watch the transformation.
Right. And that's an underrated era, Blood on the Dance Floor. Like, I think that one was better than History, actually.
Me too. There's
Yeah.
not too many songs in there that I can like even remember right now. Like if you said I'll give you $1 million right now to name all the songs on History, it would be hard for me to do. Can
Right.
you do it? Can you name all the songs on History?
I just know what You're Not Alone. History, obviously. They Don't Care About Us. Excuse me. What's the other song they got on there? Childhood.
Oh yeah.
You know, I just know those songs, but yeah, I haven't dived
Little
too much into
Susie, Little
them.
Susie. Don't forget that.
Oh, it's Susie?
Wasn't Little Susie on that album? Yeah, Little Susie, right?
I don't know, cause you know what? I had like basically like just threw myself in '84, and I just stayed there. So I don't know, cause I grew up on, you know, Dangerous Mike and the History tapes and stuff and everything that, you know, what was current in the '90s and stuff. But as I got older, I started going back and watching the Victory Tour and watching the
Mm.
Bad Tour and watching, you know, the Triumph Tour. And I fell in love with that Mike as if it was still, you know, as if it was present. I'm like, this is the Mike I really like right here, because it's more raw energy, and he
Uh,
was young, he looked good and stuff, and
and he was singing live. The Triumph
he
Tour
was
is my
live.
favorite tour of
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
Every song is live.
What you said? What's the favorite tour? The Bad Tour?
Triumph,
Oh,
Triumph,
yeah.
and Bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Triumph Tour. It was. They need to put out some HD, you know, copies of the.
Yes. Can
They
you
need to put,
imagine if we could go to like the movie theater and watch the Triumph Tour, or really any of his tours would be awesome to see at a movie theater.
let's get to some of these questions they got. MJ Two Front Curls. Her name is that's Shannon Jackson. She's one of my biggest supporters on this channel. She probably been on your page too, showing you love. She shows everybody love in the Michael
Awesome.
community. She wants to know. Do you have any other, I guess, rare videos from that? I guess rare videos to share with you. I guess from the time you worked with MJ, or any pictures or anything.
I do have rare videos. I tried to post some of them on my YouTube, and I got some haters, and they are not. They proclaim to be Michael fans, but obviously they are not. They'd rather hurt me than to see these rare videos. So they made up fake copyrights, whatever you call it, to send into YouTube to try to get my videos taken down. So it was just like such a big hassle. Every time I would put up a rare video, they would complain and make up these fake copyright complaints to try to get my whole channel taken down. So it was a big hassle. I do have them, but it's like the few nasty fans, they spoil it for everybody else, which is sad.
Well, should keep it all for yourself then. You know what I mean?
Right.
We'll give it all away. Keep some gems in there. Somebody asked, I don't know if you want to answer this, but they asked, did Michael date? They said, did you and Michael date Shauna? What? Hold up. You asking, did I and Michael date Shauna? Like, what type of question is that? Did you mean did Michael and Shauna date? I guess they want to ask you that question. They asked what they wrote was something totally different.
Go get my book. I wrote everything in detail, so you will know all the answers to your questions if you read that book. I really put my heart and soul into it. I wanted to make sure that all the details were correct, how he smelled, the feeling that I got in every moment that I was with him, what the scenery looked like. I tried to write all of that so that you guys could feel like you were there with me. And the people who read the book, most of them say that that's like their favorite thing about it, because they can like really put themselves in my shoes and feel like they are there with me. So yeah, get the book. I answer all those questions.
Yeah, you got some good supporters in here. You got some people that said they actually bought the book.
Oh, awesome.
In the comments, yeah. They want to know how he smelled. You got to read the book to find out how he smelled. We're not going to tell you right now. We're just going to give you some, we're going to give you the key things. You got to go do the research. It's like, I don't do the research because I'm about to be sitting in my editing booth, hearing a whole audio book while I'm editing my videos.
You'll know how he smelled. You'll know like what he was eating, all of that.
Now, a question I want to ask you, before I read the book, because this is a regular question. Because people were trying to debate me like how tall Michael was. Some people were trying to tell me he was 5'10", he was 6 feet, he was 5'6". I thought he was 5'9".
You're right. That's exactly how tall he was, 5'9".
I'm like, he was not no 5'6", no 5'7". I thought he was 5'7" at one point. He looked tiny during the victory tour. He looked super short, but But then during the trial era, I knew he had boots on to be taller, so I thought maybe he was just putting on boots to be tall. But yeah, I thought 5'9" was a good height, huh?
The reason he sometimes looked taller than other times is he did wear boots with a heel on it a lot of times. But when he was on stage, he had like flat shoes on, so he probably looked shorter, when he was on stage. But he was also very tiny. Like his waist was the tiniest waist I've ever seen of a man. I was astounded by it. So that's what made him. His waist was
tinier than yours?
Huh?
His waist was tinier than yours?
Oh yeah. Damn. Even when I was young.
Damn, he was skinny as hell too.
I was very skinny, but his waist was even skinnier than mine back then. He had like a 29-inch waist.
Damn! I'm a 30-inch waist, or 31 maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm a small, skinny mother effer.
And you're how tall again? 6 what? 6'5"?
You gotta read my book. I'm 6 foot forever.
You're not 6 foot.
I'm probably the same height as that bass player that you that was on the Bad Tour. I'm probably around his height.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, I'm real tall, real skinny. But you know, me being tall and skinny, to me, it works for my favor because since during the Victory era, Michael just looked like a giant, a tall, skinny, like stick to me. Like on stage, he looked tall. And all his brothers, he was so skinny. So the illusion of me, you know, doing my thing, I look like, you know, young skinny on camera. Take a
That
picture of somebody
skit
looking like
that
a
you
midget.
did with him and Marlon, that was hilarious. The one where
Oh
Marlon
yeah,
is doing the snake or whatever you call it. That was
the
hilarious.
shake your body one, right?
Yeah, I laughed so hard on that because you get all the details right. That's why you're so brilliant, and I'm a fan of yours because all the little details that only a fan would even notice, you get them right. So that's why I
Right.
love your videos.
Right, because I guess like it was a meme going around. Like I guess when Marlon decided he wanted to get his shine, everybody kept tagging me. It was like you got to redo this. I was like, how am I redo? I was like, all right, well, like everybody was tagging me in this. I was like, you know, let me just do it. You know what I mean? It'd be cool. You know, I love that's my tour, right? The Victory era. I love all that. Did you get a chance to go to the Victory tour?
Oh yeah, in Washington D.C. at RFK Stadium.
For
I went
real?
to that. Oh yeah.
So you must have been like what, 14 back then.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I camped out. That was back when you had to camp out for tickets to get good seats. So me and my little junior high school friends, we camped out overnight so that we could be first in line to get tickets. And, you know, there was a bunch of us all camping out. Things were different then. You couldn't go, we didn't have the internet, so you couldn't go online to like get tickets. You actually had to go there and get your ticket. And we were on the news because we had camped out, and so it was exciting. You know, those were like the fun things that we did back in the 80s with our friends, camping out for tickets and stuff. I think I had also camped out for Madonna tickets once, but
Yeah.
yeah, I had
Now,
great
I
seats.
was watching this video on YouTube. It was like it's the campaign for the Victory Tour, and they were saying that you had to place a money order to get
Yes.
tickets, and you had to buy what like three
You
tickets at a
could
time.
do
Tim?
you know what? You could do that press conference. Have you seen Michael's press conference where he's
Oh yeah,
upset?
I gotta get that jacket though. I gotta get that same jacket he had. Though. I can't do anything different. I gotta have that same exact outfit and have the Trapson brothers. You know, I have this guy. Matter of fact, him right here. This is my boy. This is Drew Equimog. He has a great channel on YouTube. Yeah, Equimog game. He played. He the one that played Randy.
Wow.
Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me.
Yeah, that's the one that played Randy.
No, that was hilarious.
Damn.
But yeah, you know, I'm gonna do that one. Now that you said that, because I gotta get that jacket.
It's white. I think it was white, right?
Yeah, the white one, because they don't sell those online. You gotta get somebody to actually custom make that shit. So
Yeah, where do you get all you have? I mean, your costumes are just so perfectly like his. You have someone make all of these for you?
yeah, sometimes you know me and my girlfriend will make them, or I'll just make them myself, or I get somebody else. Like I had my some lady. I don't know if you know her name is Julie Bill. Michael Jackson. She makes like official like MJ stuff. She made this one like the Grammys. You know, little sash. She made my Swarovski glove. Like yeah, she hooks it up. Like she paid attention to like fine detail when it comes to like Michael Jackson clothing. Like she made like the real replica of the '84 Grammys jacket, the real bubble beaded jacket. Is amazing.
Yeah.
That thing like $12,000. I said I ain't about to spend all that.
It's amazing. I also watched the one that you did with Latoya at Havenhurst with the fountain.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was hilarious.
Found footage one, yep.
You fat-headed rascal.
That was yo. I think they was high on that in the real video. I think they had to be high. They had to have been high because I'm like, Michael was acting so crazy. Unless that's how he really act in real life, but that shit was funny, and I always wanted to recreate that.
Yeah, if you watch it now, like back then we weren't thinking it was all that crazy, but if you watch it now, it's like this is different, you know. But it's hilarious because of that.
He's like, "Are there any questions?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up with Mike, man? He on something. He on a Molly or an E-pill or something."
I don't think they had that back then.
They asked him, "Did
Yeah,
Michael
Molly.
Jackson smoke weed?" I'm like, duh, shit. I think he smoked weed. Shit. I know I smoke weed.
I have no comment for that question.
Shit, I know. Trapson smoke weed, and Trapson likes his drinks.
I don't smoke weed, but I won't say if
Good.
Michael did or not.
That's good. Well, at least we know. Shauna doesn't. I keep saying
Shauna.
Shannon because I'm looking at Shannon in the comments. I'm looking at Shannon. I'm like Shauna. So Shana Mangatal. I don't know why I keep saying Montagal. You say her name.
No,
Say is I. Shana Mangatal. Shana Mangatal. That's cool, man.
But I think Michael would really love all of your stuff, honestly. He had a great sense of humor, and he loved the kind of stuff that you're doing. His favorite comedian was Benny Hill. I don't know if you've ever seen Benny Hill's stuff, but it's very, like bawdy and kind of out there, British humor. So
I thought his favorite comedian was Chris Tucker.
well, he liked Benny Hill like back, before Chris Tucker would ever existed as a comedian. But Benny Hill, like he talked about Benny Hill a lot when we, back in the 90s. So yeah, look Benny Hill up. You'll see the kind of stuff that he liked. It's like very, risque, actually, very risque.
Somebody said Michael found out that Ola Ray smoked weed when he first met her during the Thriller video making. What? I don't know anything about that. Have you ever met Ola Ray?
Yeah, they did a screening exactly a year ago. It was last Halloween, actually. But Michael's Estate did a screening of Ghost and Thriller 3D at the Man's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. So Ola and I took some pictures together on the red carpet, and we had a chance to really, hang out that night and talk. She already knew who I was, and of course I knew who she was. She, I bowed down to the queen of music videos. But she's real cool, and we had lots of fun that night for me to see Ghost and for her to see Thriller. Neither of us ever thought that we would be at Man's Chinese Theater watching, our short films with Michael all these years later. So it was a great night.
Damn. That's crazy, man. Like, that's dope, man. You really was in that world, in that life, and seen it all, with your own two eyes, man. That's a cool experience, man. A lot of people will never get to see that, including myself. We're never gonna see Mike, never gonna be, in that limelight or nothing like that. So that's good. You got to, take those experiences and drive it further into your career now, what you're doing now. You get to use all that, and hopefully people can learn that, it ain't always rock bottom. You can come up. Anybody can come up, and I'll give you a job working at Neverland Mansion. So I can give you a job working at Neverland Dungeon and stuff. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you never know what your life is gonna bring. You just have to dream big and keep believing in yourself and never give up. And if it's meant to be, things are just gonna somehow work out. I don't know how I got placed in that position. It was a dream come true to get to know Michael, and then for Michael to be just the awesome person that he was, just a sweetheart. Because he could have been a jerk. I could have met him and now hate him, because they always say never work with people that you admire, because you'll end up hating them. Because usually these celebrities are not nice people. But Michael, I can say, was even nicer and more magnetic and charming in person than even the guy that you see on TV.
Right. That's crazy. He was a truly humble person.
He was so humble. But at the same time, he had confidence. Like he knew he was good. He knew he was the king of pop. When it came to dancing and singing, that was his thing. In other aspects of his life, he was like this humble, not as confident person. And that's what made him so interesting, because on one hand, he was this, sort of insecure person in real life, but then as soon as he stepped on the stage, he was this confident beast, and that's like such an attractive quality to have. So
can you imagine if MJ was cocky in real life?
Huh?
Can you imagine if Mike was cocky in real life? Like, I know I'm the shit, bitch. Give me a drink and don't touch my hair. Don't touch the jacket either. That's bubble beads, not sequin, like you cheap little peasants. Bro, that would be hilarious, man. I gotta do something like that. I gotta do something
just
like
wish
that.
sometimes he would have done that and like, just been real like that. I think people would have liked him even more if he had been himself, in front of
Just
the
one
camera.
time. I just want to see him get gangster one time. I always wanted to see it. I was like, man, stop being so nice.
Right?
Jesus, just get out of pocket one time. Like
Snap on.
snap on one time. He did in his music, so I give him that. He always snapped in the music. We've seen that gangster side in the music, like black and white and stuff. Like they turned up on him. But I want to see him like just say like I love in the little rare videos when he's talking like all out of pocket, like talking about titties and you know what I mean. Like he was like, what's the videos going around now? It's from the Martin Bashir documentary when he's up in Vegas at that store at the store in Vegas and he's like buying like I want that, I'll take that, give me that. He's like yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. And I was like, yo, Mike is crazy, man.
He was a gangster though. Like he was a quiet gangster. Like because not only did I know him personally, but I worked for his management team for 7 years. So through Dangerous and History albums. So I saw him at work, doing his thing and how he got things accomplished. And he was no joke in business. He was not someone that you could mess with. He would just say, like, no, I'm not doing it. Either you do it this way or I'm not going to do it. So that's how he would get his way. He would always threaten like not to do something. And he was very, very serious and determined to do it his way. He wasn't going to bow down to anybody else's wishes or ideas. He did it his way. And so in business, he was definitely strong. He wasn't someone that you could control.
Yeah.
So that.
Right, because he was damn near control all his like the first half of his life, like.
Exactly. So he was like, I'm out of Joe Jackson's house. Now I'm in control,
Right.
So he controlled those like his managers that I worked for, they were veterans, they knew their stuff, but he was controlling them. He would call the office and say, I want this, this, and that, and, get it done. So, and it was, and, I went to a lot of his rehearsals, like for Dangerous tour, and to see him in action, rehearsing and just telling everybody what to do. And he knew exactly where everybody should be on the stage. And he had no problem telling people, hey, you're doing that wrong. That's the wrong note you're singing. The lighting is bad. Who's doing the lights? He made a point to just tell everybody that they needed to be as excellent as he was, and if you weren't up to par, then there was a problem,
But he ain't want nobody to ever try to outdance him though.
Right. It seemed like his dancers weren't quite as good as he was. But of course, who's going to be anyway,
Right.
No
He's like, you can't be top locking all extra hard on me because I'm saying like that's not gonna be a good look. I was talking to who was it? What's this guy named Lavelle? And I met Lavelle.
Yeah, I love Lavelle. We did Ghosts together, and the tours, History and Dangerous, and Travis as well. They were both in Ghosts.
He was telling me that if you didn't get your moves there, you definitely got fired. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
that's got
me
fired about Michael.
So the thing with Michael is that he never would tell you personally. Like he would be like, oh yeah, great, and then next thing you know, you go home and you're fired. But he never wanted to be the bad guy, so you would think, oh, Michael didn't do it. He's nice, but really Michael was the one pulling all the strings behind the scenes. But he never did it to your face, so you could never say, oh, Michael's a bad guy. So
Damn. That's some serious tea. It's like, oh, I got fired from the show. How? Michael fired you? No, man, the damn fucking dance leader fired me, man. He thinks I was right. Oh, wow, that's cool. Michael didn't fire you. They said, how come Michael ain't really try to get you back on the show? I don't know, man. The management, they just controlled everything the whole time. Michael, I don't want his ass on there. Get him off. You got to get it there. What was on This Is It when they was doing he's like, it's not funky enough. And he was like, we'll get it there. We'll get it there. I was like, yo, Michael, he was so passive aggressive, but like trying to get his way at the same time. Like he's trying to tell you what the fuck you want, but trying to be nice. It's all for love.
All
I was
right.
like, say what the hell you want, nigga. Say you ain't doing it right, fix it. You know what I mean? Stop trying to be nice all the time.
Play it like I wrote it, like the record. Like,
but I like the way they played it. Like, see, I mean, personally, I like how they played the music back, like in during the victory and during like the bad tour. It was more dirtier, like more muddier. The sound was more grittier. I didn't like the clean sound. It sounded too clean, like
right.
Like, you know, I know because the new technology they didn't have like a polished sound, but I like the mud. I like, I mean, like I don't like the boom 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 boom. Like I want that mud in the in the instruments.
I hear ya. Yeah, that's why I love the Triumph tour and Victory, because those were like real musicians and they were doing their own thing instead of trying to copy the record, which is what Michael wanted. But
Right.
you know, towards the end, he just wanted things to sound exactly like the record and the dances to be exactly like you remember them. But,
Right.
you know.
So you're out in LA, right? You're in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm planning on going down there in a couple months to shoot some stuff, and you know, definitely gotta link up. I gotta link up with Mr. Jay Moffitt, MJ's drummer. Gotta link up with him.
He's
Got
cool.
link up with a couple viral Instagram celebrities and stuff. We gotta shoot some skits. But I'm definitely trying to do something with the Walk of Fame. Do something there. I might try to pull out a red carpet if they let me. I don't know how Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know how they be acting down there, but you think?
Well, first of all, there's a bunch of tourists there, so it'll be hard to like clear everyone away from that area. And there are a lot of Michael lookalikes who stand there at that star and
Once I pull up, they gonna have to move out the fucking way. I'm like, we bringing the glow out. Y'all can take y'all dangerous era looking selves. Y'all can go 2 feet over here. Mr. Glow is in the building, and I'm about to take some pictures. Now I'm playing. I wouldn't kick nobody out, but I'll be like, look, man, I'm here. I'm out of town. I just want to take some pictures. Is there a store in front of there? Because I haven't been there before.
It's Mass Chinese Theater. So like where we had the Ghost and Thriller 3D screening a year ago is right there in front of his star, which made it even more amazing. You know, it's at Mass Chinese Theater.
Well, I'm gonna do something there. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna do something at that star. I'm not gonna bring out the podiums or anything, but
That would be fun.
all right, Shauna. They telling me we got 23 seconds left in this live.
Yeah, save this video. You have to.
Yes, I gotta save it. I gotta figure out how to download it, and I'll definitely send it over to you. Thank you for coming in here and grooving out with me and all the moon trappers and moonwalkers in here. And you know, you stay groovy and stay blessed, homie.
Bye.